Well, here we are, another Thursday down the hatch. We're on our way. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up or yes, we can hear you. That would be super fantastic. I do not see the comments. There they are. All right, beautiful. 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 Loud and clear. Even better. Okay, I want to get moving along today. As you know, or you may not know, I hope you know, you're going to know now, there is a corporate webinar in less than 3 hours with Mr. Ash Mufara. He's calling this webinar, and I want to tell you something. The last two webinars, yes, they maxed out. Say it, maxed out. So some people couldn't get in. I would, if you can, go there early, like 20 up. I'm going to open a little early so people can get in. But when it hits 2000, boom, right? It locks shut. Nothing we can do about it. So get there as soon as you can. Um, which should be great. Things are going quick, right? Things are going good. I chatted with Mr. Mufara a little while ago. He's safe. His family's safe. They got high winds, a lot of water. You know that. But so far, everything looks good. Um, he's somewhere in Orlando, so that's good news. Um, what else I want to say? Oh, let's go to something I want to bring up that I know the Red did, Chris did. I'm going to touch on a little bit. Honesty, as corny as this sounds, is the best policy. Okay. Always try to tell the truth, what you know. If you don't know, you'll notice that I always try to say, I believe this is what's going to happen. It's a lot of moving parts. Nobody's trying to deceive. I hate that. That's why I'm in Onpassive, because I couldn't stand the regular world out there of MLM and all the other, because it's always vague, and they want it that way. Thank God for us and the tech team that this company was built like through plexiglass. You can see everything that's going on. There's nothing being hid. Um, is it evolving? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's been evolving for over 2.5 years. It's been evolving almost from day one. So that's a good thing. There's times we wrote things and said things in the past. We think it's going to launch. We don't know. We didn't know. But you know what? Thank God it didn't. Because I believe now, see how I add that? That we are in such a better place. I believe because I believe. Another very important thing to have. Do I believe? Yes, I believe. If I didn't believe, I wouldn't be here after going on 4 years. Why? Because I believe. I truly, truly do. I truly, truly believe that lives are going to be changed in an epic portion. An epic things are going to happen. That's what I believe. Richard Lamott, thank you for bite me. But I appreciate it very much, by the way. I'm on the wrong screen, so. But anyway, thank you for the super sticker. I mean that with all my heart. Richard Lamott. We also have Anthony Abbott's super sticker. Wow, thank you guys. I mean that. Um, but let me keep going for a minute. So just try to be honest. Try to do the right thing. Uh, a lot of time and effort was spent on being truthful. And do we make mistakes? Yeah, we're human. But if you're saying something that you're not 100% sure, don't say it. Or say, this is what I believe. That's what I try to do every day, day after day, with you and everybody else. I believe this is going to be the biggest company that ever hit the planet Earth. I believe it will produce more millionaires than any other company on the planet. I believe that it will set people free, financially free. I believe it will feed the hungry. I believe it will give water to the thirsty. I believe it will get to a home to the homeless. I believe it will put shoes on people's feet. I believe from a storm or somebody loses a home or a roof or a house, I believe this company will help fix those type of things for people in an emergency. That's what I believe with all my heart. No question about it. That's what I believe. And watching, listen, all our lives, we look at things and we say, when you look at something, you add a conclusion to it in your own mind. We all do it. Look at Unpassive. Look what was said. Look what we did. Look what Mr. Before I promised. Look at where we are. Look at where we have established our company. What does that equal? I mean, what is the answer? The answer is success. There's going to be people, I better have, I better get, you better nothing. If you have that attitude, get out. You can't emphasize this enough. I don't understand any stress in this company, except for maybe Ash Mufara, because he's the one doing all the work. What stress do we have? Waiting? That's not, do your life, do our lives, whatever you got to do. I'm using this journey to my fullest. I love it. I'm meeting new people, understanding things, getting to know people. I love it. Absolutely. So sorry, I can't go there. I don't have time for it, and I won't go there. I'm going to shout out names as I go because I'm getting up to 400 people, and I'm spending 30, 40 minutes screaming out names, and I just don't want to do that. I want to talk to you, get information out. You guys got important lives. And as I'm talking, I'll give a shout out here and there. David Johnson, Listra, thanks for being here. But let's try to, for the rest of the time we have it on Passive, which looks like it's going to be the rest of our lives, let's help people. Let's be happy with what we're doing. Let's be confident in what we're saying. Just tell the truth. If you don't know, tell them no, we don't know yet. A lot of people looking for little details about what's going to happen. What's going to happen is this is going to launch to the world. You're going to get commissions every time somebody buys something from your team, from you or your team, you or indirectly. That's what's going to happen. And every time somebody purchases something in your team, you're going to get a commission. That's it. Don't get any simpler than that, right? So let's look at that. Do I think the opportunity of different streams of income? Absolutely. Why? Well, we know of 20 products probably that are coming. We're pretty darn sure there's 20 or 30 more. We have no idea what some of them are. And what is every one of those products? Potential, potential stream of income. Um, but for all of us, it's amazing. If we were affiliates of another let's just say an affiliate of Zoom, I don't think they have any. They got one product. Love it or not, just one. You have somebody come in as a free guest, or they get the email service, and then they get to walk and kind of casually walk through the mall of Onpassive. Maybe they buy something today. Maybe they buy something tomorrow. Maybe they buy something in 6 months. What do you care? Just show them where the door is. I got some pretty cool stuff in here. You got to see it. You decide, and then they look at it and they go, "Well, I like this. I have that. I have that. Something like that, but this is better. I have something like that. And this is unlimited." It's like sampling. You ever get the sampler at a restaurant? They're cool. You get a little bit of surf and turf. You get a little bit of everything. That's Onpassive. Chi Yang, hello. Yeah, I mean, for me, that's the ultimate. Now, keep in mind, because so much time and effort was put into being transparent, we need to do our part. If somebody, including you, were overcharged for something, like $97 for a penny musician, somebody charged you 100, I mean 200, 300, they need to be reported. That's not brain surgery. Oh, they feel bad for what they did. They feel bad for what they did because they got caught. Who in their right mind would get in on passive, a founder, and do that? If somebody would do that, they're not a founder to begin with. And you know the sad thing of all? Saddest thing of all. Most of the time, people that are getting taken advantage of are the poorest people on the planet. I got a lot of poor people over here. They have nothing. Let me see if I can rip them off. Hey, what the heck? How do you look at yourself in the mirror by doing that? Do I think those people should be taken out of the company? Yes, lightning speed. Lightning speed. Sorry, that's me. A lot of people feel that way. We all spent time. We're all doing the best we can with this business. We love the way it's going. We love what's about to happen. You can feel it. It's like static electricity in the air. We all feel it. It's coming whether we like it or not. I like it. I'm glad everything I did. I can't look back and say I wish I didn't know. I'm glad everything I did. John Tentu oh, Robert Tentulo's here. I thought I was thinking John. That's not John. Um, Casey Zemenberger, my man, Shelly West. Mamadou is in the house. Randy Leonard, thanks for being here. The Beeve. Anyway, so at, like I said, 3 o'clock's the webinar. Go in the back office. You should have got an email and go to that link. And remember, it's private. If anything's said in the webinar and you start going poster crazy, check with somebody, make sure it's okay for us. Let's start thinking about business. Let's all be grown up and think about business and make sure we don't start something that's just going to weigh down the company. They got a lot to do, and we don't want to slow things down by posting something we shouldn't, or getting somebody looking at something we shouldn't, or hyping it up. Listen, it's the only company I know on the face of the planet Earth that you can't hype, because I'm holding back, and it's pretty spectacular, and I don't know squat. Flat right out, I don't know. But what I do know, life changing, beyond life changing, bigger than anything I've ever seen. That's what I do know. What I don't see, I don't know. That's the part. Thank you very much, Richard Lamotte. Anthony Abit, super stickers. They are, it's a blessing. Thank you. I mean that. I really, really mean that. No, just saying it. Um, Bill the Musberg. Look at this guy. He built a huge following. Everybody knows who Bill Must is. Everyone. And yet he never made an appearance. Cool. So there's enough room at the top. The other thing I want to talk about is jealousy. Jealousy is a waste and a horrible thing to have. You know what we're supposed to do? You want to feel your best? Find a diamond in the rough and put them above you. Find a diamond in the rough and put them above you. I try to do that. I don't look at people and say, "Oh man, he's going to get more happy stickers or whatever." I don't. That's not me. I'm happy with me. I know me. That's a full-time job just working with me. But if I see somebody like a Joyce Hicks or Gemma or Carl Chapman, Engineer Mike, uh, anybody, many people, but all of you know who I am by now. I grab you and I push you above me and hold you up there like Lion King. That's what we should all do. We're servants. The best leader in this company is a servant. Let me prove my point. Do any of you know anybody personally that is a bigger servant than Ashmufara? If so, I got to know who it is. Thank you. That's my point. He did all this and didn't have to. That's amazing. It's amazing. Uh, Engineer Mike, thank you very much, buddy. All these people. I mean, we had a really good meeting last night. A lot of people were touched. They talked about Ignite. Uh, Motivation, all that. Listen, if you took the time to believe, it takes work. People that have trouble believing the impossible, I'm going to tell you why that is. It could have started as a child. I ran through times in my life that it might have crept in, but not very long. You have a guard at your gate. Your gate's here. There's a guard standing at the guard. Negative, nasty. I can't. I don't know how. That's not me. I don't deserve. Okay, when you do that a lot, when the negative comes into the mind, the guard lets it in. He's used to it. Oh, I know you. Yep, I know negative. Oh, yeah, I know you. Half glass half full. Yep, thank you. Come on. And once in a while, good, great, positive things come up the stairs to see the thing at the door. And it walks up and says, "Let me see your ID." It sees the ID and it says, "I'm positive." Oh, you can't enter here. We don't deal with that. You're kidding me. No. It shows them a rainbow, shows them nice things, and all right, maybe once. But if the whole staircase is full of those positive things, eventually that's all he recognizes. And when negative comes up, sorry, I don't know who you are. You don't look familiar to me. I know I'm making this dumbing this down, but I don't know how else to explain. That's what we do, though. Even how positive you might be at 15, 16, 17, 18, then you go to school, life changes instantly. You get out of school, you're looking for work, or you go to college. Either way, that day's coming. You're on your own. You're looking for work. You get work, or you get a job you don't like. Most people get jobs they didn't even go to school for. Life moves on. Things are going quicker. You have kids. Then you get into the humdrum, and you start hanging around humdrum. And when humdrum get together, you know what they talk about? Humdrum crap. Nothing bigger than a 20-mile radius. They don't dare walk out of that. They stay in the safety. They stay in the safety and comfort of humdrum. You know what I mean. Because once in a while in these little rooms, somebody walks into the door and he's Mr. Excitement or Mrs. Anything's possible. And they got a glow about them. Some people make fun of them. And really hardcore humdrum people, they join them. And if that person doesn't feel welcome and there's a little bit too much negativity and feels can't find anybody with a little bit of hope, a little bit of positivity, a little bit of dreaming, they leave. But if you stay engaged, stay in the knowing of what we have, even some of the humdrum will put down their guard and let in one positive, two, three. Then the whole staircase to your mind is nothing but positive. I don't think that. I know it from experiences in my own life. So it's possible for everyone. So let go of that. Let's have fun. We should be having a blast. Stephanie Onpassive is in the house. Gina Leva. Hello. Um, but seriously, if you've got time to do, he said, she said, they did, he did, and you think it's always about you, always somebody getting over on you. Listen, there's different personalities in this company, about 1 million of them. And if you're positive and you believe in what you believe in the part of the company, that should not affect you. You can kill people with kindness. You could knock them right off their pedestal with kindness. But I never understood people that seek fame go at it the hardest way possible. And the people that don't care that much, it falls on them. It rains on them. I've always said this. I don't care if it's money. I don't care if it's leadership. I don't care what it is in this life, And this is the only life I know. You shine the light on others. You push others to the top. You help people across the street. You have a buck and somebody needs 50 cents, you give it to them. If somebody needs $1, you give it to them. You'll start to notice more people start looking at you a little different. You know why? That light that you shined on Bobby, who hasn't had light on him for 10 years, the light that reflected from him is 10 times brighter. That's a fact. I say this a lot and I mean it with all my heart. I could get in a room for 20, 30 minutes, listen to people talk and go, that person's a positive person. I don't care what they've been through. We've all been through bad things. I had 5 brothers and sisters, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. My 3 brothers are gone, all of them before they were 50. In fact, all of them before they were, yeah, before they were 50. First two, 20 years old each. Last one, 46. Mom's gone, dad's gone. My best friend, 19 years old, killed in a car accident. One day he was, one day he wasn't. But you know what it was? Even with my family, my brothers, it's temporary. None of us are staying here. None of us are getting out of here alive. But I think we need to do the right thing. Treating people good and lifting them up, I know is a good thing to do. You know why? because it feels so good. Try it. Lift people up, and you don't see if I'm lying. Get out of your comfort zone. Trust me. Ask anybody here that stayed quiet, kind of in hiding, came out for the first time. And a couple weeks later, ask them how they feel now. Ask them what it's like now. They might even start crying. Life's short. It's a vapor. It appears for a short time and poof, it's gone. There's a lot more years behind me that's going to ahead of me. But while you're here, let's do that. Onpassive was built. It's the most positive company ever, and we're all part of it. So if you're jealous of somebody, you're mad the way they do stuff, everybody's different. The worst thing you can do is not approach them and talk to them. Hey, when you did this, it kind of offended me. And I think you'd be surprised how people go, oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. The worst thing to do is me get together with other people and say, he did, she did, they're no good. What if, what if you read it wrong? A lazy way out is labeling people. It's lazy. It's easy. They did this because of this. You're that powerful that you know what they did and you know why they did it. I don't have that much power. I know what was done and I know how I felt about it. And I also know that I am the only one that has the power and the choice of how I react. And like Robin Noble just said, there's enough for all of us. I speak with Robin almost every day, probably every day. I speak with a lot of people. I've met a lot of you here. When I say your name, you smile. When you're talking, you're smiling. You're having a great day? Maybe not. Maybe not. But if there's a 20-second, 30-second period where when we meet, you smile at each other and you feel good for that little bit, it's worth it. Don't be so judgmental when you see something or hear something. They did this because. Jeff Pinder, how you doing, buddy? Jeff is an up and coming superstar. I saw him in the Bahamas, and now he has a YouTube channel. Met him for the first time a week ago, maybe a week and a half. Superstar, diamond. He's going places. Is he going places because he said it directly? I'm going places. No, he shines. Listen to a the more he talks, the brighter his light. That's how I know. Does he have great days every day? Nope. How do I know? He lives on the planet. Nobody has great days every day. No one. Aaron Frost, how you doing? Uh, Karina, I saw you, so don't flip out. And like he said, one thing very easy to do. Engineer Mike, thanks for the super sticker, buddy. You know I appreciate it. Big John White keeping it high and tight. Another guy. I never met John. Talked to him a lot. He's a superstar. He's a freaking superstar. You talk to John 15, 20 minutes and you feel good. He's not bad mouthing people. He's not saying anything to people. Lift people up. Don Parker said it. Lift up someone else. That's Onpassive in a nutshell. That's why I love Onpassive. Ash lifts everybody up he's in contact with. Everybody. He's building a company that way. Anyway, I jibber jabbered. In about 2 hours, I will open up the doors to this amazing meeting that's coming. Get your popcorn. It should be a blast. But remember, be friends, be happy, be nice to each other. If somebody's ripped you off or ripped off a friend, tried to take advantage, the company deserves to know. Everything that Ash did, he deserves to know. Because you want to get rid of the mess now. Betty Reynolds, thank you so much for the super sticker. Like I said, you don't have to do that, but truly, I truly mean, I truly mean thank you. Randy Presley. Oh, hello, Randy. Stephen Holton's in the house. I want to thank you all for being here. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about tomorrow, which I can't wait. Ron Holbert, my man, aka Dick Tracy. Thank you for the super sticker. Hey Marty, Orlando, wet, rainy, and windy. Yeah, I heard. I heard. Said a little bit with Ash. I said, "How's it going?" He goes, "Oh, let me do a head count." Joking, but I guess it was really windy. I know people need to pray for people down there because a lot of water, and some areas got hit really, really hard. So anyway, thank you, Ron Holbert. You're a good man. Um, oh, by the way, what do we got Thursday night? I don't know what webinars. I'm brain dead except for the corporate one. Tomorrow night is Friday Night Live. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. And guess what? Me and Mike and Ron and Lynn and maybe even Dan. Dan's been a little bit slow because he had a knee operation. He had a total knee replacement. But Mata, I love you and thank you. Thank you for that. Where are we at? Okay, I'm gonna. What's his name? Sanjeeves. Hello. I'm gonna cruise through real quick. Cynthia Brown. Cynthia's downtown Brown is in the house. Karina. Rupa Paul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not gonna call out everybody's name. I'll do it randomly. Sorry. You know I love y'all. I'd rather get into the meat and gravy with you guys. Um, I appreciate everybody that came, and thank you very much. And I'll see you today at what 2:45, 2:40. Don't wait till the last minute. I think it's going to be a full house again, so you do not want to lose. You do not want to be left out. Anyway, I'll see you all, and God bless.